We don't wait until kindergarten to begin teaching. Children are ready to learn as newborns. So that recognition is primary for me. The second aspect of our teaching approach is the collaborative approach. I know of no other school that teaches in this way, and we do it for a variety of reasons, but it becomes a village type of environment in the classroom where the teachers and the children have autonomy and independence to learn in the ways that are best for them, to set up the classroom in the ways that are best for them.
The collaborative approach really helps the children, first of all, because teachers are paired together, and it allows teachers that have certain strengths to help teachers that may have certain weaknesses. So as a collaborative team, we can work with each other's strengths and weaknesses, and the children and the parents are the ones that end up benefiting from that process.
The subject areas within the classrooms are taught in a block schedule, and certain pods in the classroom, certain areas of the classrooms are devoted to a specific subject, so the child knows what materials are in what area of the room. One of the most important subject areas are the exercises of practical life. Those things that children can do that allow them to care for themselves, dressing, feeding, organizing materials, and for their environment, sweeping, dusting, cleaning. And in those exercises of practical life, because they're very systematic, they are teaching order, they're teaching children to follow directions, and they are also strengthening the muscles of the hand and arm, which are very important because children learn through their hands. And as they go into handwriting and to doing things like cutting, all those things that they need to learn as older children, they will have the muscle ability to do it.
I know that parents sometimes wonder why they're paying all that money to have their children wash our tables and sweep our floors. Practical life materials are the things that parents do at home that children are usually not allowed to do. Oh, they're not allowed to pour from a pitcher because they might spill and make a mess. They're not allowed to use a knife because they might cut themselves. Children want to do the things they've seen their parents do at home. And we call them practical life because they are part of everyday life. But this is where that wonderful process of transformation takes place. This is where concentration begins. Because the child is doing something that he doesn't have great skill for. Just in pouring from one pitcher to another, for instance, we start with solids. Two pitchers with garbanzos. You call them chickpeas here, I guess. And they pour into one pitcher without their spilling out. And pour into the other pitcher without them spilling out. And if they spill out, then they have to pick them up with the three fingers that are being prepared to write. So they're preparing the three fingers to use the pencil that they'll use later on for writing. And they're also strengthening their hands because they're doing lots of exercises with materials with their hands.
The other two areas that are extremely important, an understanding of how language works, how to use language to communicate, and then later on how to use language in order to read. The third area would be the areas of math, sensorial, which are teaching operations, numeral recognition, and how to order, classify, and grade.